Orkney, or the Orkney Islands, is an archipelago in the Northern Isles of Scotland, situated off the north coast of the island of Great Britain.
Orkney has about 70 islands, of which 20 are inhabited. The largest island, the Mainland, is 202 square miles, making it the sixth largest Scottish island. The Orkney's largest settlement and administrative center is Kirkwall.
The islands have been inhabited for at least 8,500 years, originally occupied by Neolithic tribes and later by the Picts. Orkney was colonized and later annexed by the King of Norway in 875 and settled by the Norsemen. In 1472, the Parliament of Scotland absorbed the Earldom of Orkney into the Kingdom of Scotland.
Orkney contains some of the oldest and best preserved Neolithic sites in Europe, including Skara Brae, the most significant and well-known Neolithic site.
Many of the Neolithic settlements were abandoned around 2500 BC, possibly due to changes in the climate. The Standing Stones of Stennis is a Neolithic monument 5 miles northeast of the town of Stromness on the mainland of Orkney. This may be the oldest hen site in the British Isles. The monument was dated to around 3100 to 2900 BC by radiocarbon analysis of bones found in the ditch surrounding the monument.
There were originally 12 stones, with some standing up to 20 feet high, focused on a large hearth in the center, although today only 4 stones remain. The Ring of Brodgar is an iconic symbol of Orkney's prehistoric past. The ring was built around 2500 BC and covers an area of almost 2 acres. It is the third largest stone circle in the British Isles.
It sits in a natural amphitheater of hills and is surrounded by a ditch. Only 27 of the original 60 stones survive today. The Stennis Watchstone stands on a narrow strip of land between the stones of Stennis and the Ring of Brodgar. The stone is 19 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and over a foot thick. Very little is known about the stone.
Maeshowe is the finest chambered tomb in northwest Europe, and it is more than 5,000 years old. Viking crusaders broke into the cairn in the 12th century and carved graffiti on the walls of the main chamber.
The monument is simply the finest Neolithic building in northwest Europe and is a masterpiece of Neolithic design and stonework construction, especially for its use of massive individual stones.
It is believed that after several hundred years of use as a burial tomb, Maeshowe was closed up for good. At least 3,000 years passed before it again attracted attention by the Vikings. The Italian Chapel is a shrine built by Italian prisoners of war during World War II, using a Quonset hut and salvaged scraps of metal and wood. The interior is beautifully painted and contains lovely ironwork and 3-dimensional wall paintings.
"550 Italian POWs were interned on Orkney during World War II and were used to build the Churchill barriers. The barriers were created to protect the Allied fleet anchored at Scapa Flow. A number of derelict ships were sunk in order to help create the barriers.
This house was built by William Thomason after he returned to Orkney after 50 years with the Canadian Hudson Bay Company.
During the late 1700s, Thomason was a successful fur trader and helped found trading posts in Western Canada. He was also infamous for illegally selling whiskey and guns to Native Americans. If you enjoyed this video, check out our many travel videos from all over Europe, the United States, Australia, Russia, and the Far East.
And be sure to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified of new and fun videos to watch.